but I think we're good now.
So this video is unavailable.
Okay. All right,
so let's see if it'll. All right, so I got the notification here.
Live. I think that's it. I think we're good now. All right. There we go. All right, we're back. Man, that was crazy. This thing was telling us that, telling me to rotate my screen, and my screen was rotated, but it wouldn't come on. so, but we're live now. If anybody's in the, just wait for the chat, and we'll get going here.
Sure.
And Ryan took off somewhere. Ryan will be joining us too as well. It's weird because we're watching this, and I took that drink like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, Tim, what's going on, man? What's going on? We got the comic book preacher with us today. And Ryan.
Howdy.
That's weird.
Yep.
And the delay on the between the laptop and the phone is crazy. But anyway, get some people in here. Got Tim.
Yeah.
I made him sit in the middle because that's the most comfortable chair, honestly. And oh, shut up. Now.
And I'm the widest. Widest.
But, he's a guest of honor, so he should sit in the middle, right? But, what else? We got Justin. Hey, welcome back, Justin. Had a little technical difficulties there, but we got it fixed now. We got it fixed. And, what else we got? Yeah! It's Matt, Rude Planet. What's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I didn't talk to you in a minute, man. Glad you can make it. But we got Jason on because, man, Jason has been MIA for about 9 months or so.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd bring him on, man, and let him talk. Let him tell everybody what's been going on and everything. So, man, what's the deal, man? Where you disappeared for 9 months?
Yeah. Well, it turns out the wife was pregnant, and we had a baby. He's 7 weeks old now, doing good.
That's awesome.
Kind of a rough pregnancy, had some complications and everything, but made it through. Healthy baby boy.
Good.
And,
Good.
Yep, pretty awesome. I was responsible and waited till I was 36 to have my first kid.
There you go.
And, I'm exhausted all the time.
What's up, Jamie? What? Oh, man, you're going to eat those words one of these days. Tim, why don't you come over and hang out with us, man? Come on, you're not that far away. But yeah, well, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah.
You want to give his name out? Or
Yeah, his name is Ezra Hendricks.
All right, y'all be nice in the chat with the Ezra thing. I don't want to hear it.
No. No, it's
but
he's of course Ezra from the Old Testament prophet, and Hendricks is was my grandpa's middle name.
oh, so it had nothing to do
No,
with
nothing
Jimmy.
to do with Jimi Hendrix.
Nothing to do with Jimmy.
Avid guitar player and everything. Nope.
No,
nothing to do
cool.
with Jimmy. So.
But no, it's a cool name. And man, I'm glad everybody he's healthy and happy baby. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I have no doubt he's. But yeah, Ezra. So Ezra was from the Bible.
Yep.
Because y'all may not know, y'all think the comic book preacher might just be some kind of moniker that maybe he's just he's a Christian comic book collector, but he's an actual preacher.
Yeah.
A real preacher. Where do you preach at again?
At Spring Valley Baptist.
Spring Valley Baptist.
Spring
I
Valley,
always forget the
Arkansas.
name of that church. I can't remember why. But or know why. But so how long have you been doing that?
Man, I've been in ministry for I'm 36 since I was 21, and I've been out at Spring Valley for about 7 years.
Oh, that's cool. Because if you were to meet, anyone that would meet you would never suspect for a minute you were a preacher.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
No, it's well. Let me tell you why I say that is because it's like most preachers you get the impression they kind of walk on eggshells a little bit. They're always they're always looking over their shoulder, making sure they're not doing, they're doing everything like they're supposed to be, but it just comes kind of natural to you.
Yeah.
You're a genuinely decent human
I
being, and you don't
appreciate
really
that.
have to try.
I appreciate
And
that.
you're a little more down. You're so down to earth and easy to talk to. Feel like I can be myself, and I don't feel like I have to walk on eggshells
Sure.
when I'm around you. So
Sure.
so you're a little, it's a little you're a little unorthodox
Yeah.
as it comes to preachers. But as far as your Christianity goes, I mean, you know, like I said, you're genuinely a decent human being, and and really easy to like. So,
I certainly
and
appreciate that.
and you're just good people. So and but what's up, Steven Spock? Check with the chat here. We got all right. We're lags a little bit on the laptop, but we got to have that because I can't see the. Hope everybody can hear us all right. Does it sound okay with everybody? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. But that's good. But so big question is is the comic book preacher gone?
I hope not. Like I said, we got newborn at home and stuff, and
I understand.
I don't know if you know this, but man, babies are expensive pets.
Really?
Sure enough. They are, but yeah, no, I want to get back in it. I might have to kind of retool my approach. I don't know, I've kind of lost interest in the new books and what's coming out and stuff. So when I do go back, it's going to be, late '80s through the '90s type, stuff that I grew up with. Just kind of.
I mean, honestly. I'm right there with you because people that watch my videos probably have noticed a trend.
Yeah.
A lot fewer mainstream books.
Sure.
Much fewer mystery boxes.
Yeah.
And a lot more classics. Like I said, I was telling you before we got live here. I've been on a Frank Miller Daredevil run, man. I'm just buying the crap out of some Frank Miller Daredevil because my opinion, I think he redefined that title.
Yeah.
And made it relevant when it wasn't really that relevant.
Yeah.
So I'm loving some Frank Miller. And you what? And he's Rude says the books suck now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said I've dropped subs completely. Honestly, I mean, I always talk about how much I want to read and everything, and I put these books aside that I want to read. There's a new Spider-Man out than that, the Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. But you see these books, they're mostly AWA, Dark Horse.
Sure.
They're mostly indie stuff. Black Caravan, more AWA. So it's mostly indie stuff because, like you said, there's the new stuff, and I've said it on my channel before. DC, Marvel, all of them need to shut up and tell a good story.
Sure.
I don't care about your political agendas.
You see, we're inundated with politics on every aspect of life now, and by definition, comics are
fantasy.
They're fantasy, exactly.
Right.
It's a way to suspend reality. It's almost like that's why I love professional wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and I get so much heat for that. It's ridiculous, but I want to sit down for 2 hours and go into this land of make believe.
Right.
And I know that these two guys aren't fighting each other.
Right.
In the same way that I know that Spider-Man isn't real.
Right.
And I want to suspend that disbelief, and I don't want politics overlaying what I'm reading. And we were talking about this a little bit before. There's the woke agenda is kind of laid over all the mainstream comic books now. And we get that everywhere. And I know,
Right.
and if it was good story, good writing, that's going to cover a lot of those sins. But unfortunately, it's just with the majors, it's lacking.
It's forced.
Yeah.
It's forced, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That you don't have any problem with if you tell a good story, you can have any character you want in them. But
Sure,
we've
yeah.
talked about it. You're only limited by your imaginations. Quit revamping established characters and make some new ones.
Yeah, we're talking about a world of limitless creativity,
Right.
and I mean,
So
it's kind of like movies now. Everything's a rehash,
right.
You know,
But it's like just I'm just on the just shut up and tell a good story.
sure.
Shut up and keep
That's
politics. We get politics shoved down our throat on a daily basis, all day, every day. This is our one escape from all
Exactly.
that,
Yeah.
and keep it that way. Entertain us and shut up about your politics. We don't care. And it's not that we're any kind of phobic or any kind of racist or anything. We
No,
just don't care about your politics and any more than you care about my political
Yeah.
beliefs. And I'm not and it's not left or right. It's just
Yeah.
politics in general. I don't care which agenda you're pushing. Don't push it in the comic
Sure.
books. Push it. Keep it in your home where it belongs. But
It's let the comic books be comic books.
Right.
Let them be that that superhero story. I want to see Spider-Man go out and fight Doc Ock.
Right.
I want to read about that. I want to read about the struggle that Peter Parker's having. Or Miles Morales. I love the character of Miles
man.
Morales.
yeah.
I want to see that struggle that they're having with the situation. Not we don't need to throw in politics to make the story relevant.
Exactly.
On a related note, Saturday my family went to dinner and we stopped at this pet store there in Fayetteville, and I got bit by a hamster. So I'm
Unrelated.
waiting for my hamster powers to come in.
Oh, well, hamster man.
Be able to run really fast on a wheel or something.
There you go. Chew through a toilet paper
Yeah,
roll in
exactly.
30 seconds flat, and you are now forever known as the hamster man preacher or
That's
something.
right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, we was just telling him how good Black Adam was.
Oh
and
man.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to Fu? It could be. Maybe that's where he got his hamster powers. It just
It could be. And the entire time that it happened, I was regretting that it wasn't a more, dare I say, manly animal that bit me.
yeah.
They had
Yeah, who wants to-
pythons and
Yeah.
there's even a husky in there. It could
Right.
have been
I don't know. Who
a
wants
stinking hamster.
to that? I mean, but we can't call you Hamster Boy because that's already Richard Gere's already got that one.
Yo.
Yeah, he's
Sure
already
enough.
claimed that title. I forgot. So we'd have to
Richard Gere's favorite superhero, Hamster Man.
Hamster Man.
That's bad.
But man, but yeah. Well, let's see. What have you missed since you've been out, man? Let me tell you. You want to talk about drama? Well, I'll tell you, the comic book community's had its share of drama.
That's what I hear.
Oh, man,
Man,
we try to talk a little bit when you come into the store, but it's always so busy in
Yeah.
there, and I can't never talk to you for more than 10 seconds at a time. But
Sure.
man, I think it started with
What Aztec did?
C2E2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're familiar with what happened at C2E2.
Bits and pieces.
Basically, Black Flag took a bunch of dollar bin second printing reprints of Ultimate Fallout 4 and had Tyler Kirkham scribble an American flag on the front of an acetate, and then they added a couple more staples and stapled it to the front of it and sold it to a whole bunch of vendors or
Influencers.
I hate to use the word influencer because nobody influences me. If you get influenced, you're just weak-minded. So you collect what you like, not what they tell you to. But I call it exhibitors is what the vendors, the people that had the booths there, all cut in line or got early access and bought them all out so that the people that were complaining about what a piece of crap they were didn't get any.
Yeah.
So and then CGC, in their infinite wisdom, decided that a altered comic book with 2 extra staples should get 9.9 and 10s.
Wow. Yeah.
Only from the exhibitors that were there at the con and or the ones that were pre-graded and them
Yeah.
and came out. So there was a whole stink about that, and then I guess Black Flag owner put out this suicidal type
I
video,
saw that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw on.
which was concerning to me because I don't want anyone to die.
Sure.
What's up, Warlord? No matter what kind of crappy thing they've done, they don't deserve to die. You know,
Right.
for it. What he did, he made a bad decision and sold some crappy books, but people ran out and bought them, and people are still going out and paying ridiculous amounts of money for them because the people that complained about them the most have made them infamous now.
Mm.
So now they're historic. So now they've,
Yeah.
you know, all the exhibitors that rushed in to got them are laughing all the way to the bank because now they're getting
Yeah, the average sells like 360, 370
Wow.
for a raw.
for a raw
Really?
copy, not graded. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow.
then CGC backpedaled on their blue label and decided that okay, we'll give them green labels because you know they're altered, and then we'll still give them 9/8.
But before the green label, CBCS decided to be a little shady and went, oh, we would have given them a green label off the bat,
Yeah.
and then it caused CGC to backpedal, and then now it's just a huge mess. So the ones that are blue labeled now are even more rare.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's been crazy, and then here recently, New York Comic Con, Peach Momoko was a guest at New York Comic Con, and she was going to do free signings for her fans. And about 20 to 30 minutes before the doors opened, all the exhibitors once again flooded her table, started pushing and shoving and getting into altercations to the point where she feared enough for her safety to get up and walk out.
Wow.
Yep.
So they basically ruined it for all the fans
Sure.
that were there. So basically, that's what you've missed is a lot of exhibitors and the whatnot gang, as everybody's starting to call them, are making it a point to ruin as many comic book conventions as they possibly can.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it in a
Wow.
nutshell for the. So it's been a battle of collectors versus flippers or
Right.
whatever, or the
And
exhibitors,
Yeah.
whatnot, the whatnot crew. You know,
I mean, it's a shame that there can't be oversight on something like that. You know, it's going to be where the Comic Cons are so buttoned down. They're not going to be fun. You know, they're not going to be enjoyable.
Well, the thing is you would think that they would have learned
the first time.
the first time. Hey, don't give anybody early access. Here is my solution. Flipper, no flipping. Flipper, no flipping. Everybody flips comic books, so I really kind of hate that term. But I mean, if you do it for a living, or if you know, it's different than just to pad your collection a little bit. But my solution is that if you want to give exhibitors perks for going there, that's understandable. They've then have a private signing for exhibitors and let them get a set amount. You can get five. You
Yeah.
can get five.
Limit the number. It's just going to shoot the price up for it.
And
anyway.
there's your perk. Now stay out of our line. Or my thought would be is
Golden ticket.
you get a voucher.
Yeah.
You get a voucher. And if you don't have a voucher, then you cannot get early access. And then give them early access and limit the amount of books they can get.
Sure.
That way they're out of the way. They got their little perks. They can go flip their books. And they were taking Peach Momoko signed books from her table, the few that got them,
Right.
and taking them right over to their table
So
and selling them for $40-$50, whatever.
there's one. It was like a super exclusive, and guy got I think 15 or 20 books signed, selling for $200 a piece.
Mhm.
Wow.
And she wasn't charging a dime. She was doing it
No,
for free.
free, yeah. And then she was doing remarks for like $20, I think. I heard $10 or $20, real cheap.
Yeah.
But I got my signed Peach Momoko book. I just bought one. Alex, what's going on? You go to the front of the. I doubt it, man. You have finally seen the light, Alex.
I will help the company, man. Get to that front of that line.
That's right.
Hey, breaking news. Alex's last whatnot auction was Friday.
Yep.
He's moving to MySpace now.
Yep.
And
OnlyFans.
or
OnlyFans.
I'm sorry. Alex, was it MySpace or Tinder or OnlyFans? I can't remember which one it was.
I'd subscribe.
Yeah. But I heard it live on his show. It was like cause you swipe right if you want the comic book, you swipe left if you want pictures of Wink and just a tie.
Oh my!
A tie with a slab right in front.
with a slabby patty right in front. And what did it say? What does that Trivium sticker on your computer have anything to do with the band, or is it just a tattoo? It's just a tattoo piece. Like, I didn't realize you could see the back of my computer. I was trying to keep it out of the line, or out of the line of fire there, but yeah, I got the Peach Momoko from Midtown, and I was happy to do it because like I said, everybody that watches my stuff knows that I was the worst about slamming that poor girl when she first started. I called her stuff grade school artwork that you hang on your refrigerator. And I mean, to be fair, she's hit and miss with me. And sometimes hits it out of the park. The one I showed it to Ryan, the one that I did get signed from Midtown, I hate the cover.
I dig the cover.
Yeah.
I think the cover's really good.
I think it's terrible, but I wanted to get one because I applaud her for what she did. I applaud her.
And I'm with you. She's, as far as, of course, any type of art like that, it's all based on taste. I will say she has more hits than misses. I think, as far as my taste goes.
Fair enough.
I would go the other way maybe. But
Sure.
look at there.
Oh, what do you get?
Warlord is flexing on me. He sent me his. Whoops. I don't know if that's going to show up on camera or not.
CGC.
There you go. Yeah, CGC signature series.
Yeah.
Warlord flexing, trying to flex on me, man. Look at you.
Because I got two Peach books signed that are on the way back because I bought them from Frankie's Comics at the event. But since the issue happened, they sent them to her because they did a little partnership.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to get mine in.
Well, Jamie loves her artwork, and some of her pieces I do love. I think they're great. Some of them are not so much, but that's about with any artist anymore. There's Johnny Desjardins is one of them who can knock it out of the park with his covers on what was it, Batman and the Max, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful. But now he's doing these splotchy covers that are just, I just hate them.
Fair enough.
And so I don't have any but I mean, I respect her a heck of a lot more now than, and I probably won't badmouth her so much as I was in the beginning. So I backpedal. I'm the first to admit I backpedal a little bit. I'm coming around to becoming a fan of Peach. But like I said, her artwork for me is kind of hit and miss, but it's never. I don't think it's ever terrible. It's just not.
Just refrigerator terrible?
Yeah. Just refrigerator. I mean, you still hanging it on the refrigerator. So you don't hang it on the fridge unless you're proud of it at some point,
Fair
you just don't, or you want your kids to think you like them.
I'm trying to think I think it was Black Widow #1. The cover she did.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Anyway, I hated it first, and the more I looked at it, it was kind of one of those things. Okay, now this is different than everything else that's out there. I think that's where I came around to that appreciation of, it's kind of like a guitar player.
Yeah.
There are certain bands, certain guitar players, they play something, and you instantly, from that first lick, that it's that person.
Yeah.
And those are few and far between, and that's one thing I can appreciate about hers is she's coming from left field, doing something completely different than a lot of.
What she really excels at, is the cutesy little, like Twig. Her stuff, her covers for Twig were amazing. It's kind of this like Scotty Young type style.
Yeah.
She excels at stuff like that.
A lot of her commission stuff is like anime type of the format, like the bigger eyes.
I
Stuff
think
like
that's
that.
where she started, wasn't it? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it wasn't she an anime artist to begin with, or something? Somebody had I can't remember who it was, but had an early Peach Momoko book, and I can't remember what it was. Like her first one of her first thing.
Yeah.
But so it had nothing to do with superheroes, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe somebody in chat will remember. But yeah, right. But I mean, like I said, I applaud her for getting up and saying no, we ain't doing this, and walking out. And I think if more artists did that, it'd stop. And for the love of God, stop buying those things from them people. Just stop buying them. You gripe about them and go buy them, and then go run out and pay triple for them. I don't. I won't say I don't buy con exclusives, but I don't buy them at the ridiculous price that they try to flip them for. I buy them when people calm down, if it's something I love, but not very many of them. Momoko's first comic book illustrations for a major publisher was a variant cover for Marvel Comics, Marvel Rising #1. But see, I think she did stuff before that, but I can't remember what it was. That might have been her first major publisher, but I think she did some indie stuff or something that was before that, but it was kind of cool. But so the return of the comic book preacher is tentative.
Yes.
For a while. Yeah. I know. I mean, the last time we talked, you were having some technical difficulties.
Yeah. I actually tried a couple times to upload videos, and I may have to go through and just redo the YouTube account. I don't know if inactivity is.
That's weird.
Kind of stopped it, but I had got some incredible AOKs. Of course, anytime I got those, I'm gonna post it, and it won't let me.
Yeah.
And I know I've gotten flagged on my other channel for the church. I've violated YouTube's algorithm.
You play music.
I don't know what it was like, and the letter I've been suspended for 2 times for 7 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm not sure why. I've never gotten a clear explanation. I don't know if I said a word that was a violate. I don't know. I violated YouTube community standards.
Yeah.
And I know early on in the comic book preacher stuff, in my first office there at the house, they said when I got that letter, that email, it was a little more clear. But I had shown my gun cabinet in the office, and so on the other ones, I don't know. Like I said, it's a channel where I open the Bible and go through it and stuff. So
it's a good, probably trolls flagging your. That's a good possibility.
Sure.
The Methodists.
Yeah.
Like somebody in a rival church or denomination, and they're flagging your Baptist.
Those crazy Methodists were mad because we beat them to the restaurant on Sunday. So we got trolled.
But hey, shout out! What's up, Kenneth Bird? Good to have you in here, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I want to. I do want to get back into it. And like I said, it's going to be different. There's not going to be near the quantity of books being bought.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm toned it down.
Sure.
I think I think people are going to start seeing quality over quantity more than anything. I'm going to start, not getting in. I think the most insane book I bought recently was that Forever People #1, the first appearance of Darkseid. Ryan was with me when I was buying it. He was going, pull the trigger, buy it, you gutless coward, buy it. And I was like, and I clicked and I bought it.
Right.
So, luckily I know a really good presser and cleaner that's going to. So shout out to Dustin over at Two Brothers Comics.
Yeah.
He's going to give it a shot to clean that thing up and see if we can get a couple grade bumps on that.
Yeah.
He's working on a Daredevil one for me now that I got for $8. It was the first battle of Kingpin and Daredevil.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
That I got for $8, which was crazy cheap, but it had some water damage on the cover, but only the cover, and it didn't stain. It just
kind of
waved it, and it had a lot of dirt on the white parts and stuff. But he cleaned it up, sent some pictures, and that thing looks brand new.
Yeah.
So shout out if you ever need a comic book pressed and cleaned. Go to Instagram and look up the comic book chiropractor, who is Dustin from Two Brothers Comics, and give him a throw up.
Yeah.
Give him a shot. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warlord. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good pickup. I think that's kind of stuff I'm going to start going after now. And you know, I always said on my channel, I was like, you know, people complain about speculators and stuff, but for me, it's a game.
Yeah.
Speculating is a game. It's fun for me. I can I buy a book and then be right about my speculation?
Sure.
Because everybody loves to be right.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. I remember when I bought that Madam Web first appearance of Madam Web, and like 2 days later they announced the Madam Web movie.
Oh, nice.
And that book just went, and I was like, I was doing a little celebration, and and I haven't flipped it. It's still on my wall. It was just fun.
Yeah.
And so I may still buy some books just for fun to speculate.
Yeah, and
Do it. He'd do a good job for you, Warlord. I've seen this work, man. He does. You go watch Who Dat. Who Dat sent a bunch of books to him that he sent off to CGC. I mean, 9/8 after 9/8 after 9/8. He killed it. So get some. Yeah, Jamie, I go after what I like too.
yeah.
Here's a prime example. Yeah, this book has been ripped to shreds by everybody because it's a money grab. And I agree, it's a money grab, but I don't care because I love it. And that's that 30th anniversary of the death of Superman, but it's that Matina, that foil 1 in 20 variant. I know you can't, we're so far away from the camera that you can't really see it very good, but I loved it. I loved it from the minute they first put that out there. I was like, I'm getting one of those. So I don't care that it's a money grab book and that I've probably paid way too much for it. And in probably 3 months, it's probably the price will be able to buy it for half of what I paid for it because I love it.
Yeah.
But,
And collecting that way, it's going to free me up. I think. I hope that instead of having a pull list every week, every month, I can get bigger books, bigger keys, and kind of do that. But if anybody knows a good diaper mystery box, that's kind of what I'm into now.
Baby supply mystery boxes, formula, diapers, and all that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But but yeah, is there? Well, you said you kind of fallen out, but you haven't fallen out of love with DC and Marvel. You've fallen out of love with current DC and Marvel, but still your favorite character. Are you a Marvel or a DC guy mostly?
I'm more of a Marvel guy.
And who's your guy? Or who's your number one?
Hulk is always going to be number one.
Number one, sweet.
But I'm a big Venom fan. Venom is one of those characters that I remember being little, and my first exposure to him was as a Spider-Man villain. I had no idea the anti-hero side, and so nice. I just
What's up, Funk Comics? Yeah, and Batman will always hold a place in my heart as being at the risk of sounding really stupid or weird, my first. Because he was the first. He's the first.
Sorry.
Yeah, right? But he was the first superhero when I was a kid that I was just in awe of, and watching the Adam West Batman and TV and stuff, and the Super Friends cartoon. So as much as the comic books are really terrible right now, I'm always going to be a Batman fan.
Sure, and that's the beauty of any type of printed media. Is I can always, even if I don't like, if they take Venom or the Hulk or Batman in a direction that I don't like, I can always go back and revisit those others. So comic collecting, comic books in general, it's not a lost cause.
No.
It's like anything else. I could be unhappy with it and set it down for a while and come back to it.
Right. Well, like I said, it was a perfect example. not happy with what's going on currently in comic books.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going back and collecting the stuff that when I was happy
absolutely.
with them. And so that's the beauty of it is you can do that.
Sure.
Hey, Batman's sucking right now, so I'm going to put them down, and I'm going to go back and collect some back issues of
Sure.
Batman that were good that I loved back then.
Yeah.
But and Jamie, have no doubt in my mind that he would totally love to have some coupons for the baby.
Oh man, absolutely.
So,
Well, he's 7 weeks now. I'm gonna give him a few more weeks, and I'm gonna buy him a lawnmower. He can start cutting grass on the side.
Hey, right.
Start
Pulling his weight.
Pulling his weight, exactly.
In the South, that's how you do it.
That's it.
You know, they get to where they can crawl. If you can crawl, you can pull a hoe.
That's it. That's it. You know, I was really excited at the timing that Marcia had the baby, and because I was thinking, man, he's going to be here in time that I can take him on the youth hunt. You know, that's going on this week and everything. But
yeah.
Marcia won't let me take an infant.
No. They're going to be overprotective.
Yeah, I
So
know it.
the first one, and that one's always going to be the baby.
Yeah.
When he's, trust me, I'm 54 years old, and my mom still thinks I'm 3 months old.
No, I
Sometimes I think I'm 3 months
Yeah.
old, and Amy thinks I'm 3 months old. But she'll tell me, son, you need to lose some weight. You need to lose some weight. Do you want some cake?
Yeah.
Want some pie? Hey, there's some candy over there. Take all you want.
That's my wife in a nutshell.
Well,
Jamie was mowing lawns at 8 months. There you go. See, get to work.
perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for him to contribute.
Right. Well, Jason, man, I brought you over here, and I thought it'd be fun for you to come because you do have some fans out there.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe they'd like to know it, but I had an ulterior motive for bringing you over here as well. Hey, Ryan, can you, since you're on the outside?
Yeah, gotcha. This is in the closet?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There.
Oh man.
I'm like you. I'm impatient.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. So I got you a Christmas gift.
Oh, dude.
I'm going to be booked solid for the whole month of December because we got family things going.
Sure.
But I wanted to, I got you a Christmas gift, and like I said, I'm like you. I'm impatient. I've actually been sitting on that for about 3 weeks,
Yeah,
which
wow.
has
2 weeks. Yeah.
been really difficult for me.
Waiting.
But I would love for you to open that on.
Oh man. Now, I want everybody to see this wrapping job. That is incredible.
Really?
Damn it.
Actually, me.
Well, I tried to wrap Christmas presents this past year, and Marcia said some really nasty things about my Christmas wrapping, and so, you know, now.
And he's trying to like say, you're just gonna wad that up and tell him trash.
I know.
But and here, allow
Can I
me.
hand that to you?
Yeah, I got
Allow
it.
me. You can maybe use the comic believer.
What? I don't know that I'm worthy. This is.
You are worthy. You lifted it.
I did.
If you
First
can lift
try.
it, yeah.
If I can lift it, I can wield it.
You can wield it. But
Would have been funny if I'd have cut my finger off right then.
First time I used it, I sliced my finger.
Really?
Yeah.
but
Man, Stevie, I appreciate this, man.
But we thought we'd get a little blindside on you. You need to start from the top and take them out one at a time. Because
Okay.
that is your instructions.
All right.
And
All right.
you can,
Let me set that here. Hold it
you don't care. You can get over here. We get you
there. All right.
slide up in here.
All right. That's so cool because Hulk and Yoda. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah,
Let's get the camera.
it probably looks better on a
Yeah.
bigger screen than from this far
Hey,
away.
that's awesome.
I thought you'd like
That
that.
is cool. All right. Carnageized Hulk. No way.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you love the symbiotes. You love all
I
of them.
gotta love the symbiotes. Love the whole. Yeah, exactly. That's. Look at that. Oh, that's incredible. Hope everybody can see that.
We need a. I think Ryan's going to move us forward a little bit. That might help a lot. There we go. Oh, you probably still get it.
No, $30,000 worth. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I appreciate it. Look at that.
Mm.
Wow.
For all those that you didn't hear that, it said when you love your friend, but not $30,000 worth.
Right.
So,
Man, that's so cool.
mm.
Now I can tell everybody I've got Incredible Hulk #1.
Well, back in.
Oh. The Marvel Encyclopedia. What is it? So Ezra can brush up on his Hulk. Yeah, absolutely.
Brush up on that Hulk knowledge, kiddo.
Yeah, if he's gonna hang with Dad, he's gotta know his Hulk. Look at that, guys. Man, you shouldn't have, Steve. Man, I appreciate that so much.
Hey.
Oh wow, the Incredible Hulk #1. See that? Man,
You got to read the notes out loud. That's part.
it says this.
This.
Dot. Plus this.
Plus this. Hey, that's an original Stevie B art project right there.
That is going to CGC. That's a 9.8 easy.
Corner damage 6.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if we threw 2 more staples in it, it'd probably do it.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's incredible.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, it's
That's
got
the ugliest thing I've
they're
ever
behind
seen.
the pulpit. Rips
Yeah.
with the holy word there. Man. Equals this. Oh man. Holy cow, no way. Steve, no way. Look at that. Oh man. Who did that?
This is here I put him in here because he is a CGC artist out of Canada. He registered. His name is Dustin Ridgen.
Oh wow.
And I know you're not a CGC guy, but in case you ever wanted to send that off to be graded,
Yeah.
this is an affidavit that lets CGC know that he isn't.
Look at that. Is that not incredible? Wow.
I saw his work and I was like, I
man.
had to get that. I've been sitting on that blank for a while, trying to find the right person.
Oh man. Man. That's awesome. Oh man. Is there more?
Well, just the
Oh,
the paperwork and.
all right. Can I read this out loud?
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. It says, "Merry Christmas, preacher man. This gift is a result of months of planning. I wanted it to be personal, something you could pass on to Ezra and your other children you may have in the future." She's already talking about #2.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, she needs a slower roll on that one. To represent his dad's love of God and comics, to remind him that the comic book preacher was here and always will be. I hope you love it. It will be loved by future generations of preacher creatures. I totally just made that up. Much love, Stevie B. P.S. Of course, I was too impatient to wait until Christmas. That's awesome. Steve, I appreciate that so much, bud. Thank you.
Man, I'm glad you like it, man.
Dude, that is awesome.
Of course, it's in a gated guard.
Oh, yeah.
We got to protect that thing.
Yeah, that is going in a place of honor, for sure.
I thought that was
Oh,
a
man.
nice representation of the comic book preacher.
Yes, sir. It looks just like me. For those,
It
for
looks
those,
like he kind of skipped arm day, unlike you.
for-
It's a little small. in the
for those that
arms.
were curious what I look like without a shirt on, that's it. Oh man, Steve, that is so cool, man. I appreciate that so much.
Man, I'm glad you like it.
Man.
But ask Ryan, man. I was holding on to that blank, going, man, I just got to find the. And I had artists coming at me, going, I could do you a great skit, a great cover, and I was looking there, and I was like, no, politely, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, and it's not right,
Man,
But this guy in Canada, I saw his work.
Yeah.
Man, I was,
That
and
is
I hadn't
legit.
considered black and white until I saw his work.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that is
Man.
incredible.
Yeah.
But What's up, John? But but anyway, that like I said, I could not wait till Christmas. I had to give that to you.
I'm glad you didn't, man. That's awesome.
And I thought it was neat to see the progression for.
Yeah, well, that's how I'm going to display
But he
it.
did. I mean, his translation of my little crappy sketch.
Yeah,
He was
awesome.
right on, and I sent him that sketch or picture of that sketch, and this is what I'm kind of looking at.
Man, I would have been happy if you would have done that. Just put that on there. Man,
Nobody wants my artwork.
Yeah.
but anyway, I'm so glad you like it,
yes, sir.
and it was like I said, Hesper. I was like. I was like chomping at the bit. Chomping at the bit. I can't wait anymore. I can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll wait till November.
Yeah.
But I can't. But,
Man,
so
man, I'm humbled. I appreciate that so much. That's so cool. That's one of a kind.
oh yeah, there's definitely not another one like it. But,
That is so cool.
all right, Jamie, man, have a good night at work, buddy. But
So cool.
I was but like I said, if you ever decide you want to get that graded, that
Yeah.
affidavit, it'll get you a yellow label
All
instead of a green label that
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I appreciate that so much. I probably am going to get that graded.
Are you?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think he's a CGC guy, but
You know, not usually. I don't usually go in for the slabs and stuff, but there's some that
Yeah.
and that's one of them. That's
I have 2 slabs left in my collection now.
Yeah.
That's it.
you just offloaded them all.
Yeah, I just decided I'm not really a slab guy, and I just would rather have the raw books, but I have my Venom signed and remarked because I did that for the authentication,
Right.
and of course I got the Bloodshot #1.
Oh yeah.
Well, you and I went out to shoot. I'm the only one that hit it, but that's
Yeah, that horse will never forget us.
Yeah, I know the comic book community has never let me forget it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Whatever you do decide.
That's
to take that,
right.
Let me know,
Hey.
because I did a discount.
for the record,
Yeah.
y'all heard it here first. For the record, I hit the target. He missed. So
I
if there's
missed.
any horse killers in the room,
Okay, the horse was fine when I left.
you know what?
I saw him walking it off.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, this is true. He did roll up and kind of limp off a little.
Yeah, I mean,
But across the street there is a horse hospital,
yeah.
rehab place. So,
Sure.
you know, it's
I can't even remember. Did we use the 9mm or the 380?
380.
Oh yeah, the horse is fine.
Yeah, it may not even reach me.
Yeah.
Bounced off his butt cheek and
Exactly.
it was gone. But oh man, but anyway, I think that pretty much wraps
Yeah.
up our what we needed to accomplish tonight.
Sure, man. You
We
guys,
got some answers your fans wanted to know.
Yeah,
And-
and I like I said, I plan on making a triumphant return.
Nice.
You got to give me a little bit of time. Like I said, still ironing some stuff out, and getting stuff ready. But
Get the technical difficulties worked
yeah,
out.
yeah. And I may have to, if I have to switch channels or something, do something, recreate one. I'll have to have you give me give me a shout, because you did more for my channel than,
No, I
anything
can
else. But
help
if
you.
we have
Yeah,
to-
I would definitely come on over and we'll set you up and get you going, whatever. But anyway, well, for everybody that showed up for the chat, appreciate y'all
Yeah.
stopping by.
Thanks,
Jamie,
guys.
Funk
Thank you so
Comics,
much.
Warlord, Rude Planet, Wink for making a little guest appearance.
Yeah.
Company, man.
And who did I miss? I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody, but it's gonna not let me go down here and scroll back up. So, oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Tim, Justin Giovanni, or Giovanni. He changed his name because people couldn't pronounce it. That was nice of him.
I have a hard time with Justin.
no, Justin the Giovanni.
Oh, I got
I think
you.
his name is Justin Giovanni, I don't know, Giovanni or something. I can't even remember what his real name was now. But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I appreciate it. Keep an eye out. I'll do my big haul video. I say less is more, but
Yeah.
but as you can tell, I still getting quite a few, but less Midtown stuff, more eBay stuff, which isn't a bad thing.
No.
I'm getting better books.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is gonna. So again, thanks for coming, Ryan, Jason. Appreciate y'all
Absolutely.
hanging out with me.
Absolutely. Been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun. We need to do it again
Appreciate
sometime.
the gift too. Absolutely. That's so cool.
But all right, well, hopefully if you can make it to the chat, you catch the rewind, like, subscribe, comment, do all those YouTube things that we love for you to do.
Yep.
And we will see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Now.